Hello everyone, Weeblord the Third here again, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin. In the last episode, we crashed into an asteroid, we landed on a strange planet, we found carrots, and we somehow found our engine which magically fixed itself. In this episode, we're going to be exploring the Forest of Hope, which is the area that we unlocked in the last episode. Now, before we start, I'd just like to point out one fact. I love how our ship is supposed to be critically damaged right now. But, the ship in the overworld icon for our ship is pretty much completely fixed. So, yeah, why are we even... Yeah, no, I'm just nitpicking at the moment, yeah. Anyways, jump right into it. The Forest of Hope. This is probably my second favorite area in the game. Yeah, it's got my favorite theme of the end of the areas. It's so... I want to say hopeful, but like... Yeah. Ah, we have a trigger now. Triggered. My dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy. So I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. Yeah, it just tells you how to do it. Basically, all you need to do is just walk under, press A, push down, hold down, and just grab them all out. On this day, you don't really need to be concerned about what you have out, because you don't really have too many options. Now, first thing I'd suggest doing, go over here. Go to this strange grass. There we go. See this nectar here? Get as many of your Pikmin to drink it as you can. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths of these peculiarities of these power Pikmin. Basically, these Pikmin with flowers, they do more damage, they're faster, they're less prone to tripping, and yeah, they're all around. They also, if flower Pikmin die in combat, there's a chance that they'll drop seeds, which have a potential to turn into other Pikmin when they die, and when you come back the next day. This is less desirable than it sounds, just because with the cap of having 100 Pikmin out a day, there's not really many situations when you want those extra Pikmin around, because it's just as easy to grab. Because if you have Pikmin die in combat, you've probably killed something as well, so you're probably going to recoup your losses over. So, yeah. Right now, we're just waiting for this, and yeah. There's not much you can do. These first couple of episodes probably going to be a bit slow, because you're sort of opening up areas, you're getting new forms of Pikmin, because if we look over there, no onion, and that is not. So, if you have a couple of these Pikmin with you and you go into combat, don't worry, it's not going to be an issue at all. Unless you're fighting something really big, in which case you've probably got big issues to do with. But yeah. I don't want two of you on there. On this particular day, you just sort of... Because I'm aiming to get at least... There's at least 3 parts I want to get today if I can. Obviously you can get more than that. Because there's no limit to what you can do in a day. It's just more or less how much you can micromanage. This game is like... This game is micromanagement in the game, so... if that's your sort of jam, you're going to enjoy this game a lot. If it's not, it's... Yeah. It is what it is though, and I really like this game, so... I'm gonna be a bit critical on this, most likely at times, just because... This being the first game of the series, there's a lot of glitches, and, like, stuff that, like, when you really shouldn't have lost Pikmin, but you end up doing it just because some of the hitboxes are a bit funky, so, yeah. But other than that, this is probably my favorite Nintendo game. To be honest, that's a bit of a blasphemous statement considering The Legend of Zelda exists, but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go 10 pellet. Now, the thing with colors, now that you can see that there's extra colors around, if you bring back a 1 pellet, that's right, that's the same color as the onion that you're taking it back to, it'll give you 2 Pikmin. If there's a red, like say if there's a red 5, that'll give you 5 Pikmin. If it's any other color and you take it back to the red onion, you'll only get 3 Pikmin out of it. So you've sort of got to be careful about how you do things. Now, this is a ball. This is a ball, for anyone who doesn't know. What you want to do, you want to hit it on its ass. It's nice, big, red, juicy, spotty ass. It may be tempting, but don't try to swarm it at all. Otherwise, you will end up losing half of your squad, because these things can rip through Pikmin really quickly if you're not careful. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you. That may seem strange, but it will make sense in a sec. Drop one there. Now, if you dismiss Pikmin and they get some sort of task, they'll automatically start it themselves. So, yeah. There's a lot of just picking Pikmin out of the ground, but this second day, it's more just sort of setting yourself up for the next couple days afterwards. And yeah, because if you do well on this day, you can automatically unlock the next area. So yeah, you sort of wanna build yourself up. So yeah, but got a lot of Pikmin here. Also, there's no limit with the nectar. There's no limit to the amount of Pikmin that you can get on there. It's just when it decides it wants to. It's one of those things that's a bit finicky. It's not broken by any means. It's just a bit finicky. Why? It's an eternal food animal. It's an unlimited energy source. I won't have to worry about saving electricity. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. Now if you touch it again, eternal food animal. This should light things up. No more candle swimming. Basically, with every part, there's a message that you get, and then there's another little side conversation thing that he does. And yeah, most of them are just fluff. But some of them are actually kind of helpful for some of the stuff that they can do for you. I think there's only one that actually does anything. But some of them are actually quite amusing to read, so yeah, I highly suggest doing it. Yeah, just like that. Not much we can really do at the moment, so there's one Pikmin there who's deciding to do literally nothing. Yeah. Some of the, also one thing you've got to be careful with is the Pikmin's AI is not the best most of the time. They're smart considering that this was a GameCube game, but they can be kind of dumb. It's like, if there's a path, hang on, I now have 2 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Yeah. So basically, the more parts you have, the further your ship can travel, so you can go to new areas and that. That's basically how you unlock new levels in this game. But sorry, I have no idea what I was talking about. When you have it to run away, abandon ship. Yeah, basically, if you've got a red ball coming to kill you, and you can, just run away from it for a little bit. Yeah, these are not an enemy that you really just want to swarm, so run away. For anyone who hasn't played this before, this is actually quite a difficult game if you're not quite sure how to kill everything. So my clock has indicated that the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly. So it's best for me to yeah, and that just gives you a basic. So basically, I don't know if I put this out or not, but at the top of the screen, there's a bar with a whole bunch of there's a sundial with a whole bunch of little dots. Basically, that indicates your time. So, and if you run out of time at the end of the day, any Pikmin that you still have out doing something, will get viciously eaten. So, yeah, you don't want that. It's not something that you want in this life. I'm just gonna bring all my reds over here for the moment. Oh yeah, you can start lifting that. The colour is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. At first glance, it seems to indicate that what seems to be some circles we consider the very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than others. In what other ways might this Pikmin be different from the red Pikmin? I must be sure to observe it closely, and then it just tells you how to, basically, if you press A, and if you have other types of Pikmin, when you're holding a Pikmin to throw it, if you press B, it'll cycle through the types of Pikmin that you have. This is rather useful later on, because one of the things that they don't actually tell you in-game, I'm pretty sure, it might be in one of the last logs at the end of the day, but I'm not sure, is that red Pikmin do more damage than any other type of Pikmin in the game, but yeah. And in regards to how many Pikmin you want to raise up, yellows are not necessarily what you want to be focusing on. How do I English? You more want to be focusing on today, at least, on your reds. You probably want around maybe 30 or so yellows, at least on today. Just because you don't really need that many, and there's not anywhere... Oh yeah, before I go any further. Reds, yellows, throw very high. Simple as that. Now, that other gimmick is one that I'll show in a minute. What the hell just happened to you? I'll get to them in a minute. That's where I'll start getting this so I can get my Pikmins out. Got this, got this. See these, suspicious looking rocks here? Yellows can pick them up and they're explosives. I have made yet another discovery. Just when I was about to proceed 100 Pikmin on the field, the onion stopped expelling seeds, yet the total number of Pikmin continued to climb. It seems that once there is 100 Pikmin on the field, subsequent seeds will be sorted inside the onion. Thus, no more than 100 Pikmin can be on the field at one time, in any area. Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain before, but, you know, I have a cutscene now. The yellow Pikmin has picked up a peculiar stone. Why did it decide to grab it? This action seems to be instinctive to the yellow Pikmin. But just what are these strange glowing stones? Brightly glowing cracks cover them. Perhaps these cracks indicate that there may be tremendous power locked away within. This merits further research. These bomb rocks. They're very powerful, but you really have to be careful with them. These things will team kill. They team kill very easily if you're not careful. And yeah, so just as a heads up there. But as I said before, they're extremely powerful. Most of the smaller enemies and most of stuff like baubles and that, the other one or two shielded by a bomb rock. And these rock walls here can only be broken. I just wasted a bomb rock. Can only be broken with bomb rocks. So yeah, the glowing rocks that the yellow Pikmin picked up seem to be explosive stones. Perhaps they know that these stones can be used as powerful weapons. The bomb rocks are dangerous, so I must take care when using them. They should be able to blast open stone walls that block pathways. I may even be able to use them against some of the wild creatures. I must be vigilant when I throw a rock carrying Pikmin. I will give orders. I will throw. Yeah, basically. Basically, what he's just telling you is just to be careful, and yeah, and how the exact throw mechanics for these things work. Now, new enemies here again. These are... Oh, really? I like that guy. If something eats your, eats a Pikmin with a bomb rock, it will die. And the bomb rock will go off. So, yeah. They're not exactly the most reliable weapons in the world, so yeah, just be careful. But, now, ship part. And we don't have much time left before the end of the day, so... Grab it now. Now, those burrowing, I think they're called burrowing snagrets, I think? That might, it's either that or that's a boss later on, but either way, those little buggers, those ones, the whitey pinky color ones, they're fine. But you'll get ones that are purple, like the ones you saw just before. Stay away from them unless you know you can kill them in one go. They've got a kind of a glitch to them that if they get a Pikmin, you can't actually kill it until it's until the animation where it eats the Pikmin is completely finished. So half the time you'll end up actually just losing one when you shouldn't have. So it's not exactly the best situation. That. Over here. All of the tin cans in this area have bomb rocks in them, so it can be. What camera? What are you doing? There we go. Can you turn this on? No, you can't. Okay. What I'm doing here is I'm going to bring these bomb rocks and skillfully avoid them. Oh yeah, you also have a part of your kit is you have a sort of command whistle thing. I'm not exactly sure what the name for this is, but basically you can steer Pikmin in the correct area that you want to go in. It's very useful. And I just managed to lose 2 Pikmin. I'm not doing particularly well at this. I have no idea. Did I lose anyone? Did I lose anyone? I'm confused. Oh, they brought that. They must have brought that back the moment I actually lost that guy. But yeah. Another thing to know with combat, most small enemies can be killed by dropping a Pikmin straight on them. So, like this guy here. Yep, there you go. Oh, I skipped that. Oh cool, almost all dead. Most days in this game seem to last about 13 minutes most of the time, so just keep that in mind when you're doing anything. No, this is going terribly. Alright, last minute of the day. Yep. Hey, you are going further than you really should be. I got 2 parts back, that's more or less what I was thinking I was going to get, so I got the most important part in this area though. Whimsical radar, the important part is I'm not even going to bother. Basically what it does is, now, if before we did this, you didn't have a radar or any, what? Shit, nigga. See how we got, yeah, this area here, it's fine for Pikmin to be in. Or am I missing a whole bunch of Pikmin? No, no, no! Where are they? Are they on the, oh crap, I hope they're underground. Oh, I really don't want to have left a whole bunch of Pikmin behind on my second day. Right after I said I speedrun this game. Oh, thank God. If you've left Pikmin behind, in that little area there, they'll run in, and then they'll get eaten. And it'll make you feel bad. It appears that many of my ship parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts in the radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. And how that would improve my chances. Yet, there seems to be many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and I return to my spaceship, and return my spacesuit. Whatever. I apologize. I've got a bit of a stutter. Yeah. Oh, I lost 9 Pikmin today. That is disgusting. But, yeah, anyways, now that that episode's done, I might end it here. Now that that day's done, I might end it here. So, yeah, if you want to go down in the comments and call me an ass for losing some Pikmin, you can do that. But, yeah, alright. Thanks for watching, guys.